Good morning. Today I want to tell you about the different job interview experiences that I've had. When I was in high school, when I was 15 or 16 years old, I was part of a club. A club is a group of people that participate in an activity, usually to better their skill. For example, a chess club or a swimming club. I was in a business club. In my business club, we practiced many different skills. But one of the skills we practiced was how to do a job interview. When I was 15, I think I was very bad at doing job interviews. I tend to ramble. Rambling is when you talk for longer than necessary. I still ramble. I'm glad that I got the experience of interviewing in a fake situation, in a simulation, before I ever did a real job interview. When I was in high school, many of my jobs didn't have lengthy interview processes. The interview process was short. The process consisted of one short 20-minute interview. The interviewer, the person asking the questions, usually would ask questions that I was already expecting. They would ask questions I thought they were going to ask. My first real job interview was when I interviewed to work at a gym. I wanted to be part of the sales team at the gym. The interviewer asked me some questions, but I don't think I answered them very well. My next job interview was when I worked for an escape room. The interview for the escape room was very easy. They basically just wanted to know if you were dependable and if you liked escape rooms. I got the job for the escape room. My next interview experience was at Dick's Sporting Goods, a place that sells supplies, that sells equipment to play sports. I remember the manager asked me why are you applying here? It seems like you have a lot of skill, a lot of talent. Why do you want to work a low-paying position in a retail store? I said, I have to start somewhere. I'm really glad I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods because it helped me to get the job that I have now. My next interview was with a company that sold supplies to make beer and wine. They wanted me to run their social media. They wanted me to manage their social media. I remember I said in the interview, I don't think this position is a good fit for me. But the interviewer didn't care. The interviewer said, when can you start? It was a very unprofessional interview. But I am glad that I took that job. The next interview process I had was the longest interview process I have ever done. The process consisted of 3 different interviews. It was for the job that I have now. The first interview was a phone call with basic questions. The second interview was an interview with one person, the hiring manager. The questions were a little bit harder. The third interview was a presentation. They gave me a topic to present on. There were 4 people for the final interview. 4 people were listening to my presentation. For the job that I have now, I went through the interview process 5 times. The first time, I didn't get to the final round. The second time, I still didn't get to the final round. The third time, I got to the final round. The fourth time, I got to the final round again. And the 5th time, I finally got the job. I don't like interviews. I think they're stressful and they feel very fake. But I know they are a necessary part of life. Another important thing is learning how to dress for every type of interview. I kind of like getting dressed up, putting on nice clothes for an interview. Because in my day-to-day, in my everyday outfits, I don't get to dress up I wouldn't want to dress up every day, but it is fun every once in a while.